Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We've got two teams here looking to find a way to win. It's the Steamers coming in at 5-2, going up against the Snowhawks, who come in at 6-1.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Portland Snowhawks and the Memphis Steamers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll maybe get it back to the 25 here on the first play, but no more than that. No gain on the play there. Second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. A first carry now. This is Hill. And he is swallowed up right. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step.
Let's go.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
That's complete to Meredith. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it with Johnson, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. David Johnson, his second touchdown on the season, and his guys have taken a first-quarter lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And Charles, if the we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go now.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On second down, Trubisky. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it 1st and 10. The gun, Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? It's certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On second down, Johnson. They find some open field here. David Johnson on his way. Touchdown. David Johnson, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And now back out comes the offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Philly, here we go. Watch it now.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Memphis. Punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards. They run it again with Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, it's Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Benson. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Howard. Room here to run. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they don't even need to run a 2nd down play. Give them the 1st.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got them on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moved.
And in a 4-3 front, you've got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Howard. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down.
The exhale, because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This will be taken in after 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. They go play action here on 1st down. Going up top. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Airing this one out for Evans. They've got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That goes for a gain of 31. A 10th carry for Kamara. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot. Help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Oh, that is a complete shank. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So from nothing less there than chip shot distance, a tough miss from the right hash mark.
Well, this is just a wobbler. I mean, he knows he's got to get it going left, but that was right all the way.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. Screen play. Johnson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. No. Check.
They go to Johnson again. Oh, he's got David Johnson on his way. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown. David Johnson, his third touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. He keeps carrying the ball. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up a lot. And look out. I think he's going to go. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. 5. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eli Harold. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
second down following the run. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
To Johnson again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Defense likely bringing pressure here. 3rd and goal from the 2. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead now up to 22. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On play action, they'll throw. And Braith, the tight end's got it. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 6 there on first. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's caught. Touchdown. Mike Evans with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation.
And this offense on third down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there and also a first down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. A first down carry here for Johnson. Oh, he's got a little David Johnson on his way. And all the way in for the touchdown. David Johnson, 43 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is knocked down from the side at the 18-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. He'll look to throw. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Back to throw now on first down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll set up to throw. And some room to work. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. Underneath for Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get them out in the flat, and let them have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's brought down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now Trubisky on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Benson. 23 yards on the play. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Call it a gain of 5. Now Trubisky to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to look deep down the field. Eddie Jackson picks it. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Quan Alexander coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Design run for their wideout. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 16.
Here we go.
And he's got room. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
They come out here in the eye.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This time, Trubisky will throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Airing this one out for Evans. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the 4th quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. He'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Complete. He finds Blake. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. The swing pass caught. And what a big-time play there. 58 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Back to throw again. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Detroit!
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Over. No. Check. Patriot. Gone.
On 3rd down, Trubisky under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And they'll send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Akeem Hicks in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Now, this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. A big play there. 53 yards. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
but there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Shedding through the defense. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.